Welcome back to Yoga with Jenna, everybody. Today we're going to be focusing on the sacral chakra. So in the next couple of days, we're going to be moving through the chakras up the body. Each chakra is an energy center that is translated chakra in Sanskrit to English as wheel. So each wheel is associated with a physical part of the body, but also an energetic feeling. So we began with the root chakra, which is associated with our sense of grounding and safety. Today we're going to be talking about the sacral chakra, which is right below the belly button, and it's associated with joy, pleasure, and also it's our emotional center. So we're going to be focusing a lot on hip openers. We're going to be focusing a lot on just opening and awareness around the low belly, which I know a lot of us have a lot of emotions around, and myself included as it is. So this is an opportunity to let go of judgment of yourself and to simply have an embodied practice. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel right now so that way you never miss an upload and you can continue to join us for this really special journey, not just the 30-day challenge, but also the next couple videos, which will be exploring these ancient energy centers in the body. So for this practice today, you might want at least one block. If you don't have a block, you can find anything in your house that happens to resemble this, like a real thick book or something like that. So we'll start on our backs today. So you'll come to lay down and keep one of your blocks nearby. So as you come to lay down on your back, you'll place your feet flat onto the floor and take your block and place it underneath your hips. You might take it onto its lowest setting. If you know that you want a little more height in this posture, you could take it onto its medium setting there. I'm going to use the lowest setting today. Once you're there, you can relax your arms, either palms right onto your sacral chakra center, palms to the low belly, or you could even cactus the arms, creating a gentle expansion and opening through the hip, the chest, relaxing the shoulders down into the ground. And then close your eyes, start to deepen your breath, and bring your awareness to your sacral chakra right below the belly button. And the sacral chakra is associated with the color orange. So as you rest here, imagine right below your belly button, the bright color orange. Imagine with each breath in, that color grows to expand and fill the entirety of your low belly and your pelvis. And as you breathe out, the color reduces back to a little ball of orange light below the belly button. Each breath in, that light expands. And each breath out, it softens back into its original size. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. And then slowly you can start to walk your feet in. Take your hands down alongside your hips and then start to pick your feet one at a time up off of the mat. You can keep the block there, but if at any point it becomes uncomfortable, you can remove it. And we'll straighten your legs up towards the sky. Arms can either stay alongside or even hold the block. And roll out your ankles in circles in the air. And the name of this posture is waterfall, and the elements of the sacral chakra is water. Switch the directions of the ankle rolls if you haven't already. And then find a moment of stillness here. I'd like you to imagine that you had your legs up right beneath a waterfall, and you could feel the pelting of the water across the soles of your feet, the toes, and that gentle trickle of the water down your legs from your ankles all the way down to your thighs and your hips. Letting that sensation release any tension you might be feeling in your legs or your feet. And the mantra you can use today is, my emotions are valid. I embrace joy and pleasure. Take one more full deep breath. And then slowly start to re-bend your knees. One at a time, place your feet back onto the floor. Pick your hips up so you can reach for the block, slide it out of the way, and lower your hips down onto the ground. And then draw your knees into your chest without the block there. Rock a little side to side, pressing that low back down into the floor. Now drop both your knees over to the left side in a twist. Lay your right arm out to the right side in a big T shape or a cactus. Twisting from your lower half all the way up. Maybe turn your chin slightly to the right. One more deep breath. And then slowly bring your knees through the center. Draw them into the chest again. And then sway them over to the right. In your left arm might cactus or tee out in a big wide shape to the left. My emotions are valid. And although our emotions aren't always rational, I know mine aren't. Accepting the validity that they exist allows them to not linger longer than necessary. We can start to allow them to move through us. Emotions are kind of like tides in the ocean. They rise, they fall. It's just a natural state of being human. One more breath. And then slowly bring your knees back through to the middle. Hug them in towards your chest. And then bring the hands to the backs of your thighs. And we'll start to rock and roll up and down until you can come up to a seated position. And we'll meet in a tabletop. So you can uncross your legs, walk your knees back, and come to hands and knees here. Take a couple cat-cows just to loosen up through your spine and letting any tension go out of your back and your shoulders. Each breath in, you drop the belly and look forward into cat-cow pose. Each exhale, you round through the spine, relax the head into your cat. And do that 2 more times. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time together. Breathe in and breathe out. And come back into neutral and walk your hands in to come up to stand up tall on your shins. If you'd like, put a blanket underneath your knees for a little extra support. And then take your blocks, if you're using them today, outside of your legs on their highest setting. You might choose to use them or not. Place the left hand onto your low back, reach the right arm up, and go back. Now either keep the hand on the low back or reach down for the block and take it to a place that makes sense. Reach up, go back. Take a breath in, and then come back up to that standing on your knees position and place the right hand to the low back. Reach the left arm up, go back. Either keep the hand on your back or find your block with your right hand. Take it someplace that makes sense and go up and back. And then we'll switch again. Breathing in when you land there, getting long. And then exhaling to find that switch. Breathing in once you get there and land in the stretch. And then breathe out to again switch. One more time to each side. Breathe in and breathe out. Last time. Breathe in and breathe out. Back up to standing. You can move the blocks out of the way and we'll make our way into downward facing dog. Plant your palms, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Take a pedal out through your feet. You might shake the head side to side. We're moving into a pigeon pose now. So lift your right leg up towards the sky, breathe in. And then draw the knee forward and in. Bring the knee wide to the right and make your ankle a little bit out to the left. Drop your front shin and your back knee down, and then scoot your back knee back. Now, if that right hip is really lifted in the air, you might take your block and go ahead and tuck it underneath your right hip on either its lowest or even its medium setting. Walk your hands in, sit up tall for a moment, breathe in, maybe even look up. And then as you exhale, walk forward and down into our pigeon pose. Now, once you come into pigeon, the question I get the most about pigeon is, should my shin be parallel to the front of my mat? And the answer is, it doesn't really matter. We just don't want to be on top of the shin where we're now stretching more through the knee. We want a little bit of the rotation. So find that shin out as far as you can. The more you bring the heel away from you, the deeper stretch you'll feel. So find where you're at today, and then take a few breaths here. Try to relax through the fingers, relax through the face. If your head comes somewhat close to the floor, you might prop your forehead onto a block or your palms stacked on top of each other. And come back to this mantra again. My emotions are valid. I am worthy and deserving of joy and pleasure. One more breath. And pick your head up, walk your hands down, and we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. Might feel nice to kick your right leg in the air and do a couple knee circles above you in each direction. And then set your 2 feet down and lift your left leg up. Breathe in, draw the knee in towards the left wrist. Drop your shin down and pull your left heel a little out away from you. Move your back knee back. Walk your hands in for one moment of upright for an inhale. And then walk your forearms down, hinging at the waist. When I first started practicing yoga, I really thought everybody hated this posture, just like I did. And then once I started teaching it and hearing students' feedback, I realized a lot of people actually really love this posture. So whether you love it or hate it, know that it's a really great posture for stretching out your hips, releasing the low back, and also getting into that energy center of the sacral chakra. So take a few breaths and relax the head and the neck. Bring again that color orange into your mind. About 2 or 3 more breaths now, staying with it. And then one at a time, start to walk your palms back down. Tuck your back toes to lift the knee and step back to your down dog. And you can pedal out the feet or kick the left leg into some big circles in the air, releasing out the hip. And then drop your 2 feet back down to the floor in downward facing dog. Place your knees all the way back down to tabletop and come to a seated posture for our final posture of our today's video. Bring the feet together with the knees wide apart from each other. If you happen to feel any knee pain, the blocks can be a great way to add a stopping point for this hip stretch. Otherwise, you can let the legs press down. Pull up through your ankles, breathe in, let your head drop back. Let sun across my face. Draw the chin to the chest as you round your head toward your toes. Three deep breaths. You might imagine now a bubble of orange light surrounding your body. releasing any self-doubt, any fear or mistrust. My emotions are valid. I am worthy and deserving of pleasure and joy. One more deep breath. And then slowly roll yourself back up to seated. You can cross your ankles or find any seat to enter practice. Join the palms together at your heart and close your eyes. And thank yourself for showing up today. Even if today you have just 10 minutes of self-care time here, that every moment that we can squeeze in to fill our cup allows us to show up more fully for those we love around and everyone around us. Take a big breath in. Big exhale. Bow the head towards your hands. And thank you so much for sharing your practice again with me today. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video uploaded from us, and continue along this journey with us as we explore the chakras and these energy centers. Check out our previous videos as well for other options, and like and save your favorite videos so you can return to them over and over again. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.